Hi everyone, this is Ayumi from Ayumi's Japanese speaking training course. Today's daily phrases. I'm gonna making a lot of topics of how do you say this words or how do you say this phrases. Of course, most of the people here in United States speak English, so you can ask me in English. If you speak a different language, I don't know how to do that, but at least I know a little bit of Spanish, so you can ask me, and maybe a YouTube channel below, comments or Instagram. But anyway, today is I'm going to teach you guys. Okay, so if you don't know how to say that, you don't know how to say the phrases in Japanese, and how do you ask? And if you know a little bit of Japanese, always use it. If you know some Japanese and then end up always speaking English, and the person understand English, and then you won't ever get better. Okay, so if I say, Ayumi, how can I say, can I get a beer? Can I get one beer, please? Okay, you can say, how can you say, can I get a beer, please, in whole English. But if you know some little Japanese, like I say, use it, okay? なんて言うんですか? You can say, なんて言うんですか? After that, you can just say English, okay? なんて言うんですか? If I say, can I get a beer? Can I get a beer? Okay? なんて言うんですか? 日本語で If you wanna say なんて言うんですか in Japanese, so なんて言うんですか日本語で If I say, can I get a beer? Can I have a beer, please? Okay? So that way, whoever, the Japanese person, say, ビール一つください。ビール一つください。That's how you say it. Okay? So even though just little words and phrases, you know it, you need to use it because otherwise you just back and forth English. Because that's what happened to me, to my kids. I was very busy single mom. So I didn't have time to stop and say in Japanese all the time because they were like, I don't know what you're saying, mom. So now they are really learning Japanese by themselves. So you need to have really time to do it, and you have to set your mind that you're going to use even little small words, like in Spanish, poquito, or a little one. It's okay that you're not gonna say it perfectly, but if you don't ever use the words that you already learned, like you just already know it, look at it, oh, I know what they mean, and it's gonna be book smart person. All right, so you can say なんて言うんですか if I want to say, you can say speak English but this part, can I get a beer? Can I have a beer, please? And then the person will say, oh, this is how you say ビール一つください。ビール一つください。And you can change the beer part, okay? Change something else. And now your brain start moving, okay? So that's what I do. So a little bit of tips about how to learn languages. A lot of people have a different way to learn. I like to be writing, I like to be listening, I like to be doing everything because when I learn English, that's what I have to do. First, I learn the phrases and here and there, just like I mentioned, use the little phrases all the time, even though it's not perfect. Once you say the phrases and they say something and then now you don't know this part, so you can't say it, that's fine, but you have to use it. Watch the movie with a subtitle with that language, not the English. If you're an English speaker and you watch in Japanese and then you see English and you're gonna be always translating in your head all the time. Okay, it's gonna get frustrated, but you have to watch it with subtitle, the language you want to learn. And also make friends, even small words, small conversation, and find someone who encourage you, care about your learning language, because sometimes you go to your native people, they get annoyed by you learning their language, and then they'll be not nice, they don't want to speak the Japanese and they want to speak English. Those people you avoid it. Maybe you ask them, I'm learning Japanese, so trying to speak Japanese, please, as much you can and possible. And so those people can help you. But if they are annoyed by you and don't just go there and speaking and they're speaking English back to you, they're not going to be helping you. Okay, so that's the one key. Flashcard. A lot of people say flashcard doesn't work, but how you use a flashcards? I use a flashcards first. I write down Japanese, if it's the Spanish, on the top, and I actually kind of wanted to memorize it, so I don't really use it as a flashcard, I guess. I wrote Spanish and I write in English on the side. Until you really memorize it, you're doing this flip over. For me, it's just too much motion to me. So I say in English and in Spanish, and then I kind of start to memorize it. Once you do that, don't too much worry about that card anymore. Okay, I wrote down English. Okay, because right now I'm speaking English more, so it's harder for me to put the Japanese and then go into Spanish. So I write down your own first language on the notes on the side of the left side. Write down the line, and then I'll say louder. Maybe later on you're going to write in Spanish, but then you're gonna be look at it. So I would just kind of write down on the left side English words, phrases like where is the bathroom, right? And donde es el baño, like that. You saying louder, and then your pronunciation is important. So you don't just say your own thing. You can use, if you don't have friends, I'll use Google Translate. But of course, Google Translate is still a machine, so there's no emotion to it. So I suggest to use that as a pronunciation each words, but you also watch the Spanish the drama, easy one for you guys, the Japanese easy drama, like very slowly speaking. So you're gonna recognize. You just say with the translate pronunciations right, and then you're gonna watch it like, oh, sounds like it. Because if you say like, for example, doshite, if you want to say doshite, sometimes the foreigners say doshite, like that's might be Japanese, like a countryside people might speak it like that. If you want to speak capital, and I know that American English go up and down more, intonation is changing like that. The Japanese language, we don't have so much up and down. It's just like a flat. Okay, どうするんですか? Like some, especially people from Tokyo, we don't have a lot of intonation up and down, so you have to practice like that, right? And that's what you can do at home. But if you're interested to do more deeply, I need help, please contact me, because every material I'm going to be ready. Whatever you want to say in English, I can be set up, created for your study topics. So I can make a Japanese phrase what you want to say, and I'm going to get ready for you. And we practice each other online. First consultation is, like I say, free. We can do online. If you live in Austin, actually I can meet up. First consultation, only $15 you pay, because I have to drive, Depends on the area. If you're far, you might have to pay more. And next session, the course is going to start. It's the 3 months, 3 months, 3 months. If you want to do 9 months whole set, you can. The 3 months set and prices and everything, I can tell you in the consultation in the part. But yeah, I can get ready for all this material, how to study. And I need to know your personality, because you are the one always wanted to do the next day, what you're supposed to do. I might have to encourage you more. If you're a self-motivated person, right, you can do yourself, but I might add it more so you can learn more faster. So I need to know your personality. That's where first consultation is actually about. We get to know each other. I need to know your personality wise. But yeah, if you're a self-motivated person and commit to do things, because this is kind of like the people who does diet as only 2-3 months, change your mind to lifestyle. This is what I needed. Student who can do this is a better learner, because they don't just think that short time. Language or anything you learn that you want to do every day, you have to do it. There's no stopping, right? Once you get a certificate, are you going to start learning? No, you're still going to the next level. Anything what you do. So mindset, your motivation wise, and your personality, like know yourself, like self-awareness, is so important for learning languages or anything. So if you're interested, please contact me 737-465-3171 or Ayumi at Healing Interpreters. And I also teach martial arts, self-defense, and yoga. I can teach you in Japanese as well. All right.